Got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And a look at the starters for the Spurs. We've got Green, and it's AI in at the 1. Green in the post, working on McDaniels.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Ramos. Pass to Green. On the wing, Clarkson, guarded by Edwards. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now Randall. Outside McDaniels. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Now here's Green. Three-pointer off the mark. Edwards for 3. The shot that time not on target. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Ramos. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Pass to Ramos. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Green against McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Clarkson for 3. Lays out. He can't get that one to fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's McDaniels. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And here are the Spurs now. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clarkson outside. And stolen by Gobert. In transition, here they come. Here's McDaniels. Uses the glass on the layup. McDaniels got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's AI. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now here's Conley. He's closely guarded.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And so it's San Antonio with it, trailing by 4. Clarkson outside. On the wing, Green. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but finishes like this from Green, I think, demonstrate how tough he is.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 5. From behind the arc. And it's Anthony Edwards with the 3. Edwards has got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Clarkson finds Green. Here's Ramos. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's McDaniels. After the basket by San Antonio. And here is Green. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Didn't seem like the defense was ready for Green inside that time. He came at him with a lot of energy and was able to draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
And both free throws good for Green. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards with it. He's got 5. He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
And the Spurs call time here. Check by Randall. Here's Ramos. Pass to AI. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound Spurs.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Randall. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randall's gotten his second bucket.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Here's AI. Outside, Green. Here's Ramos. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mike Conley.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Highland, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so he hits both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's AI. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the middle. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Excellent recognition on the pick and roll. Clarkson lays it off to his teammate for the score.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Ramos. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Three-pointer. He drops it from range.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. McDaniels against Green. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Here's the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Here's Randall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. San Antonio leading. Here's ABC. "17-foot shot on the way, and that one hits the back iron."
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Pass to Highland. And here's Reed. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by AI.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Down low. Here's Perez. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Takes a 3. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Perez. Here's AI. DiVincenzo covering. Here's AI. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And Minnesota calls time here. Back to DiVincenzo. The teardrop. It doesn't go for him. Here's AI. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They're also doing a really good job on the offensive boards, bagging their own groceries, doing whatever it takes to get those second chance points.
And the first one at the line is good. Gobert's checked in for Randle. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Highland, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Reed. Now here's DiVincenzo. Now Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You know, confidence feeds on itself, and the more experience Edwards gets, I think the more confidence he'll continue to gain, especially operating in these pick and roll sets.
Here's ABC. 1:51 left to play in the first. That one a little long.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Highland misses. And it's a Spurs ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Perez. Pass to AI. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. And it's ABC missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it, showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Free throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Here's Perez. Fades and shoots. That one rolls around and rims out.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Edwards can't hit. San Antonio leading. Pass to ABC. Here's Perez. Here's AI. 5 points in the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Spurs up by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
So it's Minnesota now on the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Jordan Clarkson, and it's AI in at the 5.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And San Antonio has possession after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Ramos, pass to ABC with the 10-footer, and he drops that one in. And San Antonio leads by 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Reed, good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Going all in, that was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Outside, Green. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute to play. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Pass to ABC. Puts one up from 19. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Deflected, and he's able to get it back. Here's Randall. The shot, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Pass to Ramos. Here's AI. Outside, Green. Off the mark there with a 3. The Timberwolves trail. Outside McDaniels. And here's Randall. He's covered by Clarkson. Randall, good. Randall's got 7 points.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to AI. Outside, Green. Here's Ramos. There's the 3. And they recover it. Here's AI. Reed defending. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and When he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Ramos. Pass to Green. Here's AI. Reed defending. Back to Green. An easy 2 on the layup. Green's got 6.
Showing off his inside game, which will complement Green's game on the outside. It'll force defenders to have to guard him in different places on the floor.
The score now all even.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Reed's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Clarkson passes to Green. To the paint. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Green's such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard him.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Highland's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Randall. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Clarkson. Here's AI. Reed defending. And he jams it home with authority.
Elevating like a rocket booster, Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
Now Reed. 4-3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Ramos. Outside, Green. Fires in the triple. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Quick release for the rookie. Green making it look easy.
Pass to Conley. And here's Reed. Back to Conley. Hit his leg. The official saying it was kicked. And he can't get that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's ABC. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
An underrated part of Green's game is the ability to see the floor and make his teammates better.
Outside Conley. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. San Antonio leading. Right side Green. On the wing, Clarkson. Give him 8. Pass to Ramos. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
On defense, the Spurs. They lead by 7. Outside McDaniels. They need this. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Here's Ramos. Outside, Green. The three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Highland. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Green. Here's Ramos. Now here's Green. Oh, and Reed with a block. 4 on the clock. Here's AI. The shot no good. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Highland. The shot comes out. Now here's Green. McDaniels covering. And it's hammered home by Green.
Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
Here's Highland. He's covered by Clarkson. Highland misses. On offense, here are the Spurs. 6-point game. Here's Clarkson. Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Highland. He's covered by Clarkson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one's on Clarkson. And he knocks down the first one. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Good on both. And so it's San Antonio with it. They lead by 4. Pass to ABC. Here's AI. DiVincenzo covering. Here's Perez. Here's ABC. That three's off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Julius Randle. Reed defending. Pass to ABC. Here's Perez. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. San Antonio leading. Here's Perez. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. That one's no good. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Pass to ABC. Now here's McDaniels. He's got 11. Here's Reed. Tipped. Here's Perez. Nails the baby hook. He's got 7.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Outside McDaniels. That one no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's ABC. DiVincenzo covering. ABC. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. He's perfect from the line this time. The Timberwolves trail. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Unloads. Plenty of room to knock down that one. And the Spurs with possession here. Here's ABC. Here's ABC. Over to the wing. Here's AI. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Outside McDaniels. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of this one. Pass to AI. Here's ABC. No good there. Nice D from Reed. So it's Minnesota now. Inside. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Perez. He's got 7. That's tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Perez. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And here's Minnesota now, trailing by 5. Gobert inside. Out to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. The rebound by the Spurs.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Edwards for 3. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they were really in attack mode. The most telling stat is how many times they got to the free throw line. They weren't all afraid to get their hand and get those elbows dirty. You know I'm a specialist when it comes to the elbows, Ernie.
And Kenny, how about you? What did you see from the Timberwolves?
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And here's Conley. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. San Antonio leading. Here's Clarkson. And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randle. Over Green. And it's Randle that time on the assist by Edwards. Randle's got 11 points.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Here's Ramos. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clarkson outside. Fires from deep. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. 12 points for him.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Outside Conley. San Antonio with a rebound. Clarkson's got 4 rebounds now. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's AI. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Randle, the pass to Conley. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. And we have to take another look at that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Clock at 6. For 3, Randall. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Now here's Green. He's got 13. Here's Ramos. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Gobert with it. Outside Edwards. Driving inside. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Clarkson with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. And that one drops for him. Clarkson's got 10.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. It's stolen by Clarkson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. It's deflected.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Randall left side. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. Good on the second one. Now Clarkson, 10 points for him. Now a timeout called by San Antonio.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to AI. Shot clock at 6. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. The Timberwolves trail. To the inside. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Now here's Clarkson. He's got 10. Check by Randall. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Edwards against Clarkson. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Pass to AI. And here is Green. Here's Ramos. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. He has 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Conley. And he's going for the oop here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Here's Ramos. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Clarkson. Unloads from 13. It's blocked by Gobert. And Minnesota has possession. 9-point game. Conley passes to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Now here's Gobert. The jump hook. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Ramos. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
You got to admire how hard they've worked to get to the line. All game long, they've been going right into the defense and drawing foul after foul.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
That free throw, no good. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Highland comes in for Mike Conley. And he sinks the second. Minnesota with the ball. Randall outside. Lets a 3 fly. It's rebounded by AI. San Antonio leading. Outside, Green. Here's Ramos. 7 points in the game. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Randall finds DiVincenzo. Misses the layup. And it's San Antonio's ball. Here's Green. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's DiVincenzo. The D's right on him. And Randall the bucket on the assist by DiVincenzo. Randall's got 17.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Pass to AI. Now Green. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 6. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, the teardrop falls in. 6 points for him.
Funky finish by DiVincenzo there, using the floater as a way to neutralize the shot blocker.
Pass to Ramos. They get the rebound. Here's AI. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Highland. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Reed's checked in for Julius Randle. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's San Antonio now. They lead by 4. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Reed defending. Here's Ramos. Just 5 on the clock. Here's AI. It's blocked by Gobert. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So both teams making some changes here. Here's ABC. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle. Picked his pocket. Here they come with numbers in transition. And that one's good. ABC. And San Antonio leads by 6.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's ABC. Lays it up and banks it in.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Here's Ramos. He has 7. Pass to Perez. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Outside, DiVincenzo. Now here's Reed. The 3. Doesn't go that time. Here's ABC. Reed defending. And it's ABC missing. The Timberwolves trail. Here's ABC. DiVincenzo on the wing. 3-pointer, no good. DiVincenzo's gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. Down low. Stolen by Reed. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo doing a nice job hustling on the fast break there, getting back in a hurry to finish the play.
Pass to Ramos. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. He's got 9.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And here's Reed. Outside McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Spurs making a switch here. Hits both from the stripe. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's ABC. Pass to Ramos. 18 feet out. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad because it was a nice look.
Here's ABC. No, they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's AI. Reed defending. Nice D from Reed. Left side, DiVincenzo. That ties it up. DiVincenzo's got 6 here in the quarter.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. They've got Jalen Green, and it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. Here's Ramos. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with it. Edwards finds Gobert to take the lead, and the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Clarkson against Edwards. Here's Ramos. Plenty of space, and right on target.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Clarkson against Edwards. To the wing, right side. Here's Gobert. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Part of why Gobert has won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards, the ability to own the glass.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
That one misses for Gobert.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Here's Green. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
San Antonio trailing here. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Out to the right wing. The floater. AI, no good. Outside Edwards. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Pass to Green. Here's AI. Clarkson outside. From downtown, they get it back. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. And another shot. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Conley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense tries to stop Conley with a foul, but he shows great poise and manages to get it off.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's AI. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now, my goodness.
Here's Ramos. Pass to Clarkson to tie it up. And no good.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Now here's Conley.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And that one's good from Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Outside for Randall. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Just an attacker is Randall. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2 and a 3-point advantage.
Clarkson outside. Drops in the 3. And San Antonio leads by 1.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And that one's good from Conley.
Showing off those instincts that make Conley such an offensive threat. Makes a good call and opts for the floater.
Pass to AI. Outside, Green. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded by Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Pass to AI. Now Green. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. The first one falls. And he can't hit the second.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Conley. The shot off that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Ramos. Pass to Clarkson. Here's AI. And that one drops.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Now here's Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Ramos. Outside, Green. Here's AI, defended by Gobert. 5 to shoot, AI. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Conley, blocked. Here's Ramos. And he drives in. Here's AI. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It goes on Mike Conley.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And that one misses. And here's Minnesota now. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Ramos. Randall pulls down the board. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Clarkson, right side. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got rebound number 11. Left side, Conley. Can't hit it from 12 feet. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
Here's Ramos. And yep, it's good.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Minnesota with the ball. Outside Edwards. Inside. Here's Reed. He got a piece of it. Another shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Ramos. To the inside. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Randall. It's rebounded by AI.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Randall. Now Edwards. Green covering. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Here's AI. Pass to Ramos. for three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Here's Conley. That shot off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. On the wing, Green. McDaniels covering. Ramos, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards has got 12 points here in the second half.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Clarkson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards. First free throw is good, and that ties this game up.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first team all-rookie and continues to develop.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Huge free throws there. Now they've got the lead.
And here's Randall. And there's the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Clarkson against Reed. Oh, and Reed with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. 1:16 left in the game. Clarkson. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing the trip to the line.
Good on the first, and that ties this game up. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
1:07 left in the fourth. Edwards against Clarkson with the 7-footer. And he buries it. A huge shot to tie it up.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Yep, that one's good.
Well, this young kid is fun. Randall proving that the moment, not too big for him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And San Antonio has possession. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Reed. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he makes both free throws.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Randall outside. Takes it inside. He's off on that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. It's in!
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
And here's Minnesota now. Timeout call, the Timberwolves. They're behind by 2. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. It falls! And tie game! Huge basket right there!
With the handle goes Julius Randle. Boy, there's a lot you got to like about this kid.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Clarkson outside. The three is up. Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. And the Spurs with possession here. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. They grab their own miss. Here's Clarkson. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Clarkson's got 24.
The total answer for this team. Clarkson on one tonight.
Randall inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Green against McDaniels. To the wing on the left. Here's ABC. Checked by Randall. Pass to Ramos. Just 5 to shoot. No good off the back of the rim.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
To the middle. Here's Conley. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
The wily veteran drawing contact from the defender. Hard to outsmart Mr. Conley.
One shot.
Conley, no good on that one. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Ramos. Outside, Green. From outside, off the mark.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one. We are in OT, a minute and a half gone by, and what has been a great one. Here's Ramos. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Green from the arc. San Antonio again missing. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Spurs on D. McDaniels inside. Green covering.
Well, it's Green's effort that makes him effective as a defender in addition to his athleticism, but usually he just simply outworks folks.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And it's Green missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And the Spurs call time here. We're in overtime if you just joined us. 2.5 minutes through it. McDaniels against Green. Pass to Ramos. Here's ABC. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to get back on track. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he drops the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Outside Conley. Tries again. And Randall with the layup. Randall's gotten 4 this quarter.
You know, this guy never stops working. He's always going hard, and Randall's aggressiveness is what allows him to be such a good offensive rebounder.
Now here's Clarkson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Good on both.
A steady hand at the line in a tough situation narrows it to a 1-possession game.
Now here's Randall. Tight defense on him. Second chance effort, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Gobert. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Clarkson. Going inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Big bucket. Clarkson showing his mettle. That's one they needed.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Clarkson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards. So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's McDaniels. Clarkson grabs a miss. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Yes!
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
Making moves with the game in the balance. That's how you take matters into your own hands.
Now here's Clarkson. Check by Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both shots good from the stripe. Minnesota with the ball. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, normally you want to foul a big here. Not when it's Randall, though, a great foul shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. Do something.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
And it's Clarkson missing. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 7 seconds left in overtime. Off the inbound pass. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expected